As the sun rises over the endless sands of Egypt, the silhouette of the Great Pyramid of Giza stands resolute against the clear blue sky, its limestone surface gleaming with an almost ethereal glow. It is the year 2550 BCE, and the construction of the Great Pyramid under the reign of Pharaoh Khufu is in full swing. The roar of thousands of workers fills the air, their synchronized labor resounding across the desert as they toil beneath the harsh desert sun. This monumental structure, more than 4,500 years old, continues to fascinate historians, engineers, and archaeologists alike as they seek to unlock the secrets of how the ancient Egyptians built the largest and most enduring of all the pyramids. Despite millennia of study, the methods used by the Egyptians to construct such an awe-inspiring edifice remain a subject of intense debate. How were the colossal limestone blocks, each weighing several tons, moved and hoisted into place? What technology and techniques did they employ to achieve such architectural precision? As the Great Pyramid continues to stand as a symbol of ancient Egyptian power and ingenuity, the mystery of its construction remains one of the most captivating enigmas of the ancient world. In the previous episode, we explored the origins of pyramid building in ancient Egypt, delving into the early examples of step pyramids and the architectural innovations that led to the monumental leap of the Great Pyramid. We also looked at the role of the pharaohs, whose ambition drove the construction of these tombs, and the workers who labored relentlessly to bring the vision of their rulers to life. This week, we turn our attention to the methods employed in the construction of the Great Pyramid itself, focusing on the latest findings that have provided insight into how such a massive structure could have been built using primitive tools and techniques. While previous episodes have explored the broader context of ancient Egyptian architecture, this episode will focus specifically on the construction techniques used to move and place the pyramid's massive stone blocks, the logistics of such a monumental endeavor, and the implications of the work for ancient Egyptian society and technology. We will examine the theories surrounding the use of ramps, the role of skilled laborers, and the advanced engineering concepts that may have been employed to achieve such architectural precision. As the Great Pyramid continues to stand as a symbol of ancient Egyptian power and ingenuity, the mystery of its construction remains one of the most captivating enigmas of the ancient world. The construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza was an enormous undertaking, requiring the coordination of thousands of workers, artisans, engineers, and overseers. The first critical step was the quarrying of the limestone blocks, which were cut from the nearby Tura quarries. These blocks, weighing anywhere from 2.5 to 15 tons each, were transported across the desert to the construction site. The task of moving these massive stones was no small feat, and it is here that some of the most intriguing theories about the construction process come into play. One widely accepted theory is the use of ramps. Archaeologists believe that a system of ramps, both straight and zigzagging, was used to transport the blocks to the higher levels of the pyramid as construction progressed. The ramps were likely built from mud brick and limestone chippings, materials that were readily available on site. The ramps were constructed alongside the pyramid, gradually spiraling upward as the structure grew taller. As each layer of stone was placed, the workers would move the ramps upward to maintain a steady supply of stones at the construction site. The logistics of the workforce were also critical. Estimates suggest that around 20,000 to 30,000 workers were involved in the pyramid's construction, including laborers, craftsmen, and engineers. These workers were organized into specialized groups, each with its own distinct role in the building process. Some worked in the quarries, while others were responsible for transporting the blocks, preparing them for placement, or overseeing the construction of the ramps and other infrastructure. The workers' camps, located near the pyramid site, were equipped with everything needed to sustain such a large labor force. These camps were designed with efficiency in mind, providing shelter, food, and tools to the workers who were responsible for the construction. A system of work shifts was implemented to ensure that the labor force remained productive throughout the day, with breaks taken during the hottest parts of the afternoon. As the pyramid began to take shape, the precision with which the stones were placed became evident. The Egyptians employed a sophisticated system of measurement, using simple tools such as plumb bobs, leveling instruments, and ropes to ensure that each stone was positioned with remarkable accuracy. The use of such tools demonstrates the Egyptians' advanced understanding of geometry and engineering, which would have been critical to achieving the pyramid's perfect alignment with the cardinal directions. The construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza was not just an architectural and engineering feat, it was also a strategic and political endeavor. Pharaoh Khufu's decision to build such an enormous tomb was a symbol of his absolute power and divine right to rule. The pyramid served not only as a burial site, but also as a statement of the pharaoh's eternal legacy. The scale of the project reflected the resources and manpower at his disposal, as well as his ability to command such an ambitious undertaking. Logistically, the construction process required careful planning and coordination. The transportation of the massive stone blocks from the quarries to the construction site, as well as the construction of the ramps, required a level of organization that suggests a highly efficient and well-developed administrative system. This was not a project that could be undertaken without a significant investment of time, resources, and human labor. The workers, though often depicted as slaves in popular culture, were likely skilled laborers who were well compensated for their efforts. Evidence suggests that many of the workers were not slaves, but rather temporary laborers who were part of a workforce that was organized by the state. These workers likely lived in well-organized camps and received food, shelter, and payment for their labor. The scale of the pyramid's construction also speaks to the strength of the central government under Pharaoh Khufu, which was able to mobilize such a vast workforce and provide the necessary resources for the project. The implications of the pyramid's construction for ancient Egyptian society were far-reaching. The ability to build such a massive structure was a testament to the Egyptians' advanced engineering and organizing skills. It also reinforced the idea of the divine power of the pharaoh, whose rule was believed to be sanctioned by the gods. The pyramid itself became a focal point of religious and political significance, symbolizing the pharaoh's role in the afterlife and his connection to the gods. As the final stones were placed and the Great Pyramid stood completed, the vision of Pharaoh Khufu was realized in the form of a monument that would stand for millennia. But while the construction of the Great Pyramid marked the culmination of one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history, the mystery of how it was built continues to captivate the imaginations of people around the world. In future episodes, we will explore the lesser-known pyramids and the continuing evolution of pyramid-building techniques. We will delve deeper into the mystery of how the ancient Egyptians managed to achieve such precision without modern technology, and how these methods influenced later civilizations. Remember to subscribe for more insights into the ancient world, and join us on Patreon or Discord to engage with other history enthusiasts. The journey through Egypt's monumental past is far from over.